Well, there are pull factors on that and push factors. Pull factors are that this is one of the most connected societies on earth because we became a country of refugees. Again, in Europe, in the United States, in North America, Australia, we have at least 1 million people who've settled. They have 1 million ties that bind them with others. So they pull. They've done extraordinarily well. We're very proud of our Afghans, who now are hyphenated Afghans. The push factors are a war has been imposed on us. The departure of not just international troops, but their contractors took away 1 million upper middle class people with demand from the economy. So an artificial economy that was kept going by injection of these resources faced a severe depression, a severe recession bordering on a depression. And we're in a region where rules of the game have still not been formulated. So in this context, they're both, the poverty that we inherited, 41% of the Afghan population in 2014, the 2015 data is not out, was living below $1.25.
There's no doubt that you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. But, if Afghanistan survives 2016, the UN says it will consider it a success. Is this a fair assessment?
We will succeed. We succeeded we will survive. And not only will we survive, we survived in 2015. 2015 was a test of survival.
But is survival now what Afghanistan is measured against?
No. It's measured vis-a-vis Syria, vis-a-vis Yemen, vis-a-vis. The bar, unfortunately, has been lowered. But that's not the bar by which our people measure ourselves. The bar is not what our international colleagues put. The bar is what the Afghan people put. And that's...
pretty low.
It's not low, on the contrary.
Then why is there a mass exodus in this country?
The exodus is because I explained to you. We are a network society. We were refugees. This is not the first time these people are moving.
But there are also people fleeing persecution. 11,000 people were killed in this country in the last year.
Persecution, well, we need to understand. Did you ask the people of UK when Hitler was at his height in 1941 to abandon? Please understand, we have to make a commitment. 549 young men and women graduated from the military academy, 13 of them women. They are making a commitment to defend this country. Others on whom we have spent hundreds of millions of dollars want to leave under the slightest pressure. You need to have will. If you want to have a country, you need to have the will.
It's not the slightest pressure, though. The last year has seen the worst form of violence.
But is it better elsewhere?
Well, they seem to think so.
No, please,
and they're making that very dangerous journey.
The journey is made voluntarily. They're paying $10,000 to $30,000. They are impoverishing their families in order to make that journey, because that journey was based on false assumptions. My responsibility as the elected people of this country is to make sure to defend and to ensure the conditions for even-handed opportunity for people who make a commitment to stay. Those are Afghans, but they've made a choice to leave. When they leave, they break the social contract. This needs to be understood. This is an existential choice. Countries do not survive by their best attempting to flee. So I have no sympathy. My goal is to make sure that my people live with dignity, with hope, and with determination.
You talked about all the threats that this country faces. You've often talked about the so-called Islamic State having a presence here. Just tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, Daesh is a threat because in their eschatology, the end of the world, they face an army that starts from Afghanistan. But the other is they have 4 phases: organize, orient, decide, enact. And when last year I carried the analysis, it was before they were ready for decision and action. We confronted them. But the extended work that was imposed on us made us focus on other threats, and that gave them the opportunity. They've done some atrocious things, particularly in Niger, and that has enabled us to have a full popular mobilization.
Would you say you've defeated Daesh in Afghanistan?
No, but we've wounded them very deeply. And Nangarhar will be their graveyard. We are very close to finishing them off there. But these are networks. Networks are not defeated with a single decisive battle.
How is it that the Taliban are stronger than ever today in Afghanistan?
Well, because their regional support network is intact.
So is Pakistan playing a double game?
It's a judgment for others to make. All I'm saying is that
But as the head of state of this country, do you think they're playing a double game?
We are engaging Pakistan. We've defined the problem. I've said that from the time of my visit last year to Pakistan, that it's an undeclared war between us. It's an undeclared state of hostility between us, and we need to end it. We've made significant progress on paper through the quadrilateral process. Now we need to see whether there is going to be adherence to those commitments or whether what you call a double game is being played.